Welcome back to FM Storey. In the last episode, we began season 4 of the Save, and somehow, despite having to overturn first leg deficits against Bayer Leverkusen, which we ended up winning on penalties, and Partizan Belgrade that we ended up winning with penalty in extra time, we've managed to make it through to the league stage of the Europa Conference League. We had a very busy first month of the season. We played 10 games. We haven't even made it to the end of August yet. We've got a couple of days left in the transfer window. We've got a lot of money that we could spend in the transfer budget, but we're probably not going to do too much business, if any, because we're already having a problem with Europa Conference League registration rule. We've got a pretty decent run of league games in this episode. We are currently sitting fourth in the league after 3 games. We've won 2 of those. One of those was a really convincing hammering of Rangers, who are currently sat at the bottom of the table. And obviously, then we do also have our first games in the Europa Conference League league phase. We've got Linfield at home, and we've got Bodo Glimt away as well. So without further ado, let's get into the action. We've played a couple of games at the end of the last episode, and it's been a bit of a mixed bag. We started with a game away at St Mirren just before the deadline day, and we were doing pretty well. We took an early lead, we doubled the lead just after the hour, and then things fell apart. We had picked a bit of a rotated team just purely because of having had so much of an effort against Partizan on the Thursday in the conference league, going to extra time and everything like that. We actually brought a couple of the sort of first team players on, and then things just fell apart. They got a couple of quick goals, including an own goal, and then they got a last minute winner. Really disappointing to lose that game. We then bounced back with a win over Hibs. We were pretty decent in that game. We took a lead in the first half. It looked as though they'd equalised, but it was disallowed for offside. It was a very, very tight offside decision. And then practically from that free kick, we went up the other end and scored a cracking goal to secure the victory. And then the most recent game against Ross County, really in control of the game. They got a goal back, and it got tight for a little bit, and then Vivino popped up with a header to get his first goal for the club, secure a 3-1 victory. What it means as far as the league is concerned is that we're currently sat in third in the table. We've played 6 games, we've won 4, 12 points. Obviously, you can see Celtic are top, having not lost a game. Rangers are down in 7th because they've lost 2 already as well, but they've only played 5 games. And we've kind of had a few key standout players. I mean, you can see from the average rating, Mason Burstow 7.55, and Michael Bermudez has picked up from where he left off last season. He's got 2 Player of the Match awards already, and Liam Kelly's kept 3 clean sheets in 6 games. So we just need to continue on with that form in the league. We've got a pretty decent run of games now up until the end of October. I think we play Celtic right at the very end of October, so we've got a pretty decent run of games in the league as far as that's concerned. And obviously, we've got the Europa Conference League phase to go into, and we start that now with a game at home against Linfield, who we played in the qualifying rounds last season. So this is the side we've picked for the first of the league phase games. We obviously, as you can see, don't have a full bench. A mixture of the registration rules means we've got quite a few players who were signed after we start the qualifying rounds who have not been registered. and some injuries. We've got Matthijsen injured, we've got Lucien Agume injured. So this is pretty much the best team we can put out. Hopefully it's strong enough to stay off Linfield. So we're going 4-3-3. They're going 5-2-3, but really 7-3. They don't have anyone in the middle of the pitch, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. Right, free kick for them into the box. Hill comes across and deals with it. And then still going Velasquez into Bermudez, infield, driving forward, into Burstow in the box. And we've hit the woodwork. We've hit the woodwork so many times this season. Right, they've gone long with a free kick. Right, Ryan wins it back. Tommy Doyle swings it across to Romeo. He drives forward, approaching the edge of the box, into the box. Why didn't he square it? Velasquez down the left. Pulls it back, but they've nicked it. But Hill steps into midfield to win it back, driving forward from distance, and it just didn't come down. Velasquez with the throw. Bermudez back to Hill. Ferguson down the right hand side. Gets to the byline. Pulls it back to Ibrahimovic. We've created so many chances. I mean, we've had 10 shots in under 15 minutes. Please tell me we're not going to Ryan with the corner. Gone up in the air. Bermudez, Ryan. We've had 12 shots in less than 20 minutes. If this is one of those games where we just don't score. Ryan with the corner. They've headed it away from Quansar. Ibrahimovic drops back up to Romeo, wide to Ferguson. Can we get the ball in the box, please? Well, we can, but they've given it straight to them. They've given it straight back. Tommy Doyle. The roof of the netting again. They're deep in our half here. Cross to the back post. Oh my god. We've had so many chances, and their first chance in this goal. Just got the run on Velasquez at the back post. They've had one shot, we've had 15, and they're winning 1-0. Had 13% possession as well. Right, Ryan with the corner, swings it in, up in the air. Bermudez goes back to pick it up. Doyle out to Velasquez. Keep going backwards here. Hill, Velasquez. Can we get the cross in? To the byline. Bermudez. Doyle chips it forward. Ibrahimovic at the. That's a lovely pass by Tommy Doyle, lovely header, and finally we've taken advantage of one of these chances. It did look like we were just going backwards and backwards here, but Doyle just dinks it forward. Ibrahimovic loops his header into the far corner, gave the keeper no chance, and thankfully that's us level. Was it close to being offside? No, I was well on. Quansar across the hill, coming forward with the ball into Romeo. He's lost out and it's gone back to their keeper. Quansar picks up the long ball into Doyle. Romeo making a lovely run behind the defence, squares it. Burstow just about turns it home, and finally we start to take advantage of the the possession and the chances that we've created. Doyle, another ball over the top. Romeo made a great run, squares it, and Burstow managed to spray in the back of the net despite the fact that he had his back to Romeo the whole time. And there we go, half time, 2-1 up. How it's only 2 is a mystery, but we need to be much better at converting those chances. Right, corner, Ryan in swing, the outswinger comes back to him on the right hand side, pulls it back to Ferguson on the edge of the box, across to Velasquez, drives into the box, and then tries to square it only straight into the keeper's hands. And then they've gone long. We've got it back straight away. Romeo out to Ferguson. Down the line for Ibrahimovic. Pulls it back. Ferguson again. Driving towards the edge of the box. And that's easy for the keeper to gather. That's Romeo, Ferguson. Doing well keeping the ball, we're just missing that killer pass. Ferguson into the box, back to him, into Ibrahimovic. Doyle across to Velasquez, onto Bermudez. He cuts onto his right and just narrowly misses the target. They've gone long with the goal kick. Hill wins the header. Tommy Doyle driving forward with it. In behind the fullback, or was looking behind the fullback. Comes across to Ibrahimovic. He's over the top, looking for Bermudez. First time ball across, or just on. Picks up a goal, and that was a bit more of a cushion. The 2-goal advantage, up 3-1. But, I mean, had 28 shots, and we've got 3 goals. Right, and they've gone long with a goal kick again. Van Sauwen's ahead of this time. O flicks it on. Bermudez was looking to get in behind, but it goes back to their keeper. And he goes long again. And every time they play the ball up long, our centre half's just mopping it up. Hill this time with the ball at his feet. Velasquez. Back to Hill. They're giving him plenty of time on the ball. Quansar again, also plenty of time they're giving him on the ball. Into Ibrahimovic. Oh, onto Romeo. What a finish. And we're starting to make the dominance tell now. 4-1 up. With 75% possession in this game. We've had 29 shots, 10 on target. A lovely little interchange there. Lovely ball by O. And Romeo just finds the top corner on the edge of the box. Right, Doyle with the corner from the left. And we appear to have been given a penalty here. Must have been a push in the box. And it's Tommy Doyle that's going to step up, sends the keeper the wrong way. And that's now 5-1. Nice and calm. Sends the keeper the wrong way, buries it in the bottom corner. And there we go. In the end, a pretty comfortable win. But there was a mild panic when they scored with their only shot in that first half. But after that, we've got kicked into gear. I mean, we had 76% possession over the 90 minutes. We had 30, got 12 of them on target. It just took a while for the goals to start going in. But a pretty decent performance in the end to start our first campaign in the Europa Conference League phase. We've made it to the end of October, and what should have been our first league game of the season against Celtic, that has been rearranged because we've made it to the League Cup semi-final for the 3rd season running, and we've been drawn against Rangers. Since the Linfield game, things have gone pretty well, with the exception of the game immediately afterwards. Off the heels of that game against Linfield, we travelled to Aberdeen and just weren't at the races. We got hammered. We had 2 right backs go off injured in the first half. The second in which Stephen O'Donnell basically collapsed with a hamstring injury in the middle of the pitch, and then they exploited the space that was left behind by that to score. I think that was the 3rd goal. I think we were already 2-0 down at that point. We then bounced back with a 1-0 victory away at Dunfermline. Weren't great, but we got the goal in the second half. But Mason Burso basically just came off the bench, scored with practically his first touch, and it was enough for us to win the game. We were then at home to Livingston and a really comfortable 4-1 victory. What doesn't look particularly comfortable, but was a comfortable victory against Dundee. They got a consolation goal, but didn't really show anything apart from that. Away game against Dundee United, not the best performance. We were pretty solid at the back. We got a goal in the first half, but we didn't create an awful lot. We then went away to Bodo Glimt, who were, after the first round of games in the Conference League, we were top in the league table. They were second, and we went away and got off to a cracking start. 2 goals in the first 9 minutes. We added a third just before the end. They got a consolation goal, but so far so good as far as the Europa Conference League is concerned. We were then at home to St Mirren and did a professional job. We weren't brilliant, with the exception of Michael Bermudez, who is, I think, hands down our best player at the moment. And then in the most recent game, we went away to Dunfermline and came away with a 1-1 draw. Probably deserved slightly more than that. But what we do have is we are rapidly running into fixture congestion. I mean, we had 10 games in the first episode, and that only took us up to the 27th of August. I mean, in October we've had 7 games once we get this one out of the way in 31 days. And then December we've got 9 games scheduled in 31 days. So we're going to have to start rotating the squad a bit more and picking and choosing who we play against who. But as far as the league is concerned, we're currently sat in second position. We have played a game more than Rangers, so if they win the game in hand, then they would overtake us, but we're in a pretty strong position. We've won 8 games out of 12. I think I would have settled for that at the start of the season. Again, Michael Bermudez, 4 player of the matches. He's leading the way for us. And after the first couple of games in the Europa Conference League, we are leading the way there as well. 2 wins from 2 games. I think we're playing Gothenburg next, who are second, just behind us on goal difference. But then again, that's where Bodo Glimt were before we played them as well. So I think we've had a reasonably decent draw in terms of the games we can play in the Conference League. And hopefully we can continue that form on as well. So this is the team we've picked going into the semi-final. It kind of puts itself pretty much our first choice team. The only things that are slightly different is Divino, who we signed, the 18-year-old from Brazil, has been pretty good when we've played him, but we've gone with the extra experience of James Hill in the centre of defence. And the only other normal question mark we have is whether we're playing Velasquez at left back or whether we're playing Ian Matson at left back. Matson's injured and not fit enough to be involved, so Velasquez is starting from the left. And he has a good link up with Bermuda, so hopefully they can show it, and hopefully we can have a performance like we did against Rangers in the league at the start of the season. Right, crossing from us, picked by the keeper. I'm assuming he's going to be going long with clearance. Right, Sinwin the header, Ibrahimovic into Romeo in the box. Oh, he's hit the post. I think I said this in the last game we saw. We've hit the woodwork so many times this season. Right, throwing for them down the right. Danilo back to Fuentes. First was nicked it. Romeo's then nicked it back again. Ibrahimovic ourselves down there. Yeah, pretty much a lovely ball for Romeo. He's into the box, and this time he applies the finish. Doesn't make no doubts there. Slots it past the keeper and puts us 1-0 up. Kwanzaa plays it into Ibrahimovic, takes a touch, lovely ball. Defender didn't see the run coming, and Romeo fires it across the keeper into the far corner. And that's a great start. Right, throw for them, long throw into the box. The keeper's missed it. Their player's gone down in a heap, and this is going to be a penalty. Just by the way everyone fell over there, it has to be a penalty, I think. Yep. Brilliant. Just what we needed. So Danilo steps to take, fires it into the corner, gives Liam Kelly no chance, and that's them levelled up by us basically giving them a goal. Stupid defending, and now it's all level again. All in all, decent first half, pretty even first half when you look at the match stats, but we've let them back into that with a stupid bit of defending to give away the penalty. Right, we've sent the same team out to start the second half, and hopefully we can get straight onto action. Hill with a throw, first off flicks on, goes straight into the arms of their keeper, and then they've gone long, gone straight to Kwanzaa. Ferguson into Romeo, he's in the box again and forces the keeper to turn it behind. Romeo's had an outstanding game, he's getting into those spaces, running past the defence. Sin with the corner, they've headed it up in the air. Kwanzaa and Bermudez are there, and in the end it's easy for their keeper to grab hold of. Right, into approaching injury time, and it looks like it might petering out to finish as a draw after 90 minutes. I think either side get a chance now. Yeah, but right, they've got a goal kick. They've gone long. We've won the header. Both flicks it on, but it's gone straight to the centre half. But there's Doyle, took the loose ball to Ibrahimovic, who's been scythed down there. And Matondo's been sent off. And then that's the end of 90 minutes and into extra time. It's now all going to be about whether we can take advantage of the 10 men, but are we going to have to take off Ibrahimovic? I think we probably are. I think we'll maybe leave him on to start extra time and then make the changes extra time goes on. We've made this up, we've brought off Ibrahimovic, we've brought Kieran Dowell on in the hope that against his former club he can come up with something. Got a long throw opportunity here. Hill, Dave headed clear, but only as far as Hill, into Can on the edge of the box. Decent effort, forces the keeper to turn it behind. And a corner that Dowell's going to take and swing in with his left foot. Going towards the back post. I think Hill was probably offside, but how we hit the post from there, I don't know. And there we are, we've gone to penalties. It's our second penalty shootout of the season, having knocked out Leverkusen. We don't have particularly good penalty takers, so this could be anything. Right, so they're taking the first one. Danilo, who scored from the penalty spot in normal time, up against Liam Kelly, went exactly the same place, sends Kelly the wrong way this time, and that's them one in front. Dowell, formerly of Rangers, to step take it. Nicely done into the bottom corner. Yanis Hadji stepping up for again sends the keeper the wrong way. Decent penalty. Tommy Doyle, who's been a regular penalty taker for us so far this season, fires it into the top corner. Great penalty, and it's level after 2 penalties each. Lindstrom with Rangers' third penalty. Again, the keeper goes the wrong way. Now O with our third penalty. Straight down the middle, and that's 3-3 after 3 penalties. Fernandez step up, and this time Kelly goes the right way and makes an unconventional save. But now, if Torben Ryan can put this one away, puts his right in pole position here, and he does, sends the keeper the wrong way, fires it into the corner, and now they have to score. And it's Guzman stepping up to take on Liam Kelly. Kelly went the right way this time again, but didn't get to it. Now all the pressure falls on Sota Khan, 18-year-old that we signed from Japan, that has already gone back to Japan for a leave of absence because he wasn't settling. Sends the keeper the wrong way, sends us through to the final of the League Cup for the second season in a row. And like, when you look at the match, you can't say we didn't deserve that. But the fact it went to penalties, we've won 2 penalty shootouts this season despite having some seriously bad penalty takers in the squad. And the good run carries on. And there we have it, the end of another episode. Things have gone remarkably well. Only a couple of blips. That horrific defeat where we were hammered by Aberdeen, the defeat against St Mirren where we were 2-0 up and lost 3-0. We've drawn 1 game, we've won everything else, and we've made it to the semi-final of the Scottish League Cup again, where we're going to play Celtic, and that's the final's been scheduled for Wednesday the 23rd of December, which is a strange one, but that might just be because of the number of games we've got in December, because we've now got 9 games. It's still in December. That's obviously where they've decided to fit it in. We've got a big run of games in the next episode. We've got 4 games, the last 4 games in the league stage of the Europa Conference League. We've got a couple of big ones against IFK Göteborg, who are currently second in the table. We've got Panathinaikos to come as well. And then in the league, we've got games against Rangers and Celtic. And then obviously we've got the final of the league as well. So join us next time to see how we get on in all of that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.